So Naruto Storm Generations or One Piece Kaizoku Musou, which one do you prefer? Thumbs up for both of these awesome anime games. Hopefully one of these will win some type of award at the end of the year, anime game of the year or something, because both of these games I already completed and I have to say that they're a lot of fun and amazing, so thumbs up for them. I'm gonna start this video quickly just telling a little bit about this game, what I think about it, you know, basically a little review of this game, what I think about it, and then which one do I ultimately prefer. Alright, so Naruto Storm Generations, it's a very, very fun game. Some of my favorite parts about it is that they added a bunch of new characters that Storm 2 didn't have, like Obito, young Kakashi, new Minato costume. They had the Masked Man, which is one of my favorite characters to play with, and it's a fun game with that. We also have spectator mode, which makes it really exciting, and tournament mode, so when you're playing tournament you get to see your opponents fighting and how their style is. It also comes with some cool trading cards in it, so you can put codes in and unlock new cards for your character card when you're online. The game differs from Storm 2 with a couple different things. The battle style makes the game actually very different for the fact that with the substitution bars, once you run out of those bars, it takes a bit for them to refill, so somebody can't constantly keep on substituting, and it allows you to do some combos on them that you couldn't do before because they would always just charge up their chakra and then substitute behind you, which is one of my favorite things because a lot of people used to constantly substitute, and with this limited amount of substitutions, you know, it makes the game a little bit more fair play. They added original cutscenes from the anime Naruto Shippuden, so when you're playing Sasuke story mode, young Naruto, adult Naruto, all these modes, there's like some epic stuff in it, and all around this game I really love playing it. I beat it in about one day, and that's probably the only gripe I have with this game, is that the story mode is short, but they do add a lot into the story mode, and you get to play battle after battle. You don't have to walk through Konoha like you had to do in Storm 2, which at the same time it was fun, but at the same time I just want to get to the fights. So this game is awesome, and I definitely recommend you pick it up if you're a Naruto fan, not for serious fighters because it obviously doesn't have the complexities of a Street Fighter or anything like that, but it does have some fun content and definitely something any Naruto gamer should have. Now One Piece, the first game on the next gen console PS3, you know, it's a hack and slash Musou game, and it's just something very different from any One Piece game you probably played thus far. Each character starts off with one Musou, and you work your way through the story. You play as Luffy for the story mode, but there's also different modes such as challenge mode, then there's online where you can play 2-player co-op on it, and it's just a really, really fun game. And the story mode is actually really long. It takes quite a bit to complete it. You know, I would say probably anywhere from 10 to 15 hours, maybe 20 hours to complete this game, and it's a hack and slash, so you gotta say that's pretty awesome for, you know, something like that. And it's a bit complex with the whole combo system. I really like reliving some of the scenes of the anime within this game, that they show you some different cutscenes and stuff like that, and you get to really enjoy looking at the anime. Obviously there's no subtitles because as of this recording there is no English sub version of the game, so you pretty much, if you've seen the anime, then you'll understand exactly what's going on screen at this point. One of the gripes I have about this game is that the quick time events sometimes do get annoying, and when you're going through the level a lot of times it can drag on seemingly, so you really gotta like be really entwined with the One Piece universe and try to keep yourself occupied while you're playing the game. That way you don't kind of bore yourself when you're playing certain levels. Not to say that it's like incompletely fun to like go through these long levels, but sometimes it can feel tedious with the quick time events. And there's a particular level where you're playing and you gotta carry Nami all throughout this stage, and it kind of gets annoying that you don't get to hack and slash as much as you would in another level. But it's definitely a fun game and definitely another awesome one. Now for my preference between the two, I gotta say that with Naruto Storm Generations, I really love playing it because I get to play with all my fans, get to have a great time. I loved watching all the cutscenes again, reanimated, you know, Jiraiya's story, Naruto's story, everything in there was pretty freaking fun, but it was a bit short. With One Piece, I don't get to play with many people because not that many people got the game, and at the same time the game though is very fun and is very engaging, and you get to be really, you know, within the One Piece universe, but it's very long. Between the two, I gotta be honest, I prefer playing this because it's just a short fun game. You know, you get to fight anybody you want to fight online. Most people have this game, you know, I'm just equating everything about it, you know, culture of like most people have this game that I talk to rather than this game, and then at the same time that this game is just all around a very, very fun ride. However, I do think that this game definitely had more work into it, and it kind of like shows because, you know, this game is a lot longer. You know, there's a lot of dialogue. I heard that the actress for Luffy had like a telephone-sized script, so you know, it definitely is a very long game, and it's probably had a lot more work on it. So in retrospective, I enjoyed this more, but I do think that this game is probably the better game. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think that this game is better or this game is better, or which one do you favor more? Which one would you pick up if you had the choice? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response, give me your thoughts on which which game you prefer. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for these two awesome games once again. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, have an awesome day, people.